Hey there! Thanks for joining me. Today I have another collaboration video with Lesley Logan. Lesley is my Los Angeles colleague that is the owner of Profitable Pilates, and you can see the link to her video on today's topic. I'll put it in the description box below, and I'll also include the links to our other collaborations we've had. This is the fourth one now. So today we're going to look at a tutorial on pulling straps and T-straps on the long box on the reformer. And there is another tutorial I did earlier, maybe a couple years ago, on Pilatesology, and I will link that YouTube preview to that video in the description box below as well. But the pulling straps and the T-straps are a little pet project of mine. I've had quite a struggle with them over the years. They were really an ugly exercise for me for a long time. I'm someone who likes to use their upper body too much. I also have one side that doesn't connect very well and is a little bit weaker. And so this exercise was really, really challenging to work properly. And now I have some strategies when I do it and also when I teach it to people, both for the first time and as well as working toward more nuanced execution of the exercise. And I have to say that I wish we could call it something else. Because pulling straps, or maybe I just have to be quiet and not tell anyone the name of it when I teach it to them at first, because as soon as you say pulling straps, all we all want to do is just yank on those straps and pull with our arms, and the rest of our body just kind of lies there and does nothing. So I'm going to impose our Pilates principle of resisting the spring and taking support from it to lift our center in the other direction. And we're going to apply that to this exercise. So this is one of the first few exercises where we're learning the arch back position, which is essentially swan. And when you get to the long box, after a while you'll proceed the long box pulling straps exercise with swan, either done on the long box if you're an advanced practitioner or done on the ladder barrel. And the ladder barrel, it's a really nice exercise to precede this one because in the swan, you actually get to put your feet on something. So you can figure out how to use your lower body for swan. But then for pulling straps, of course, your lower body still has to work, but now your legs are just lying there. So it's harder to get the rest of the body to work. So first let's do the exercises and we'll see what we're talking about. So I've got the foot bar down, one spring, the long box on, and I'm just going to place the bulk of my trunk onto the box. So placing yourself on the box can be a big help as well. I'm pretty short, so if I line my shoulders up with the front edge of the box, my whole trunk is well supported. People that are taller, like really, really taller, they may have to be, oops, the whole machine is moving. They may have to be a little bit more forward so that it doesn't feel like their lower body's kind of hanging off. And if people are too far forward, when they do the exercise, it's going to really locate the arch in the low back, which is kind of not, we don't really want it there. And moving them back a little bit will target the mid to upper back for the arch. So just kind of give an eye to where the person places themselves on the box and kind of look at their back and see if that's helping them to do the exercise or not really helping them at all. And then you can grab your straps, put the handle on the floor on the outside, and then reach up as far as you can, and the strap will be tight. So you want to feel like you reach as far as you can, and then you have to kind of anchor your upper body into your center. And I like to find the arch in my body first on my own power, and I'm already, by lifting my stomach, I'm already moving the carriage just because I'm holding the strap. And now I'm going to push down on the strap to lift my sternum and my waistline even more forward. And then I'm going to return. Let's do that again. So I'm going to lift into swan, and I'm going to use my back muscle to not only lift my back, but also to pull the strap. And I'm going to do it one more time. Lift. Keep dragging myself forward as the strap is moving. And then I'm going to employ that same strategy for T, even though it's a little bit harder. So now instead of reaching down, I'm going to reach out to the side to pull myself forward. This one's hard to talk during. struggles that you'll see in this exercise are basically that people just are pulling the straps and maybe nothing happens in their body at all. And you want to feel like as the carriage moves, the straps move and the body moves into the shape of the exercise. Another thing I'll mention, oh, this is a hard exercise, I'm a little winded. Love Pilates. So, some things that can happen, and various people teach this exercise in various ways. And I feel like we all are teaching the exercise based on how we learn to do it for our own body, and we're all different bodies. So having success in one strategy to do the exercise may work for you, and there may be other strategies that are beneficial as well. So some things that you'll see are people that pull the strap and then totally forget about this part. And that comes later. But you want to feel like you're pushing on the strap, and that's helping you lift your body in the opposite direction. And then for the T, when people lift their arms up, that might already put them just disconnected from their powerhouse and just up in their arms and shoulders. And they may just try to get the strap back no matter how they need to and move their arms around. And you want to feel like the arm stays exactly the same, the arm does not rotate. And it's really about the shape that the back is making, not necessarily how far you pull the strap. But the name, of course, is not making us think that. So let's talk about some strategies to get the lower body to help you, so that you can almost feel like you're standing on your feet as you're doing the exercise. There's a lovely moment of foreshadowing, and I will cut away to a photo of this exercise. In the midst of your swan on the barrel, there's a moment where you are straight with your legs, your upper back is arched, and your feet are pushing into the rungs of the ladder. That is a little bit of foreshadowing for exactly the same position that you're going to be in on the long box for pulling straps and T-straps, except that your feet are not touching anything. So I will put a photo in of that exercise. And if you have any questions or you want to see more information about this exercise or another examined in a collaborative video, please let me know in a comment below. And if you are a Pilates teacher that has a YouTube channel and you'd like to join our collaborations, let me know in a comment below. I will get you our schedule and I'll let you know what our upcoming topics are. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please become a subscriber and you'll never miss a video. Have a lovely week and I'll see you next time. Bye! Another thing that I find really helpful and a bit self-limiting in this exercise is a specific way to hold the leather strap, which I find disables my arm from pulling the strap in the way, you know, everyone would like to, and makes me have to use specific muscles to do the exercise properly. So I'm just going to show you how to orient your hand, and you can sort of see how that feels in your body. If you have a reformer that has ropes instead of leather straps, it'll be a little bit different because the width of the rope is not as much as the leather strap. The leather strap provides a little bit more support than the rope, but you can still do it and get the approximation for it. So let's pretend that I have both of my straps, and when I take it out to the side, I'm going to hold the leather strap between the pads of my fingers and the heel of my hand. So I'm not just going to grab it with my whole fist. I'm going to specifically put the pads of the fingers and the heel of the hand so that I'm not really grabbing it like this. I'm grabbing it with my thumb on top and my small fingers squeezing on the bottom. So in this way, I'm going to get the other strap because I can't do it with one arm very well. Okay, so in this way, you can push down with the thumb, and as you do that, you're going to recruit some of the back muscles, and you're going to squeeze with your pinky fingers like you would have to pull that whole strap with just the grip of your pinky fingers. And when you do that, you really can't pull with your arm as effectively. You kind of feel the muscles on your back, and that's what's going to help you pull and get your grip. Versus if you just pull the strap like this, you could totally use your arm and your shoulder and just pull back. And see, my shoulder goes down. So let's take that specific hand position again and apply it to the T. So I'm going to slide out to the rivet. I'm going to put my pads of my fingers underneath the strap. I'm going to put my thumb on top. And this time, I'm going to turn the strap so that I can push out to the side. Again, I'm going to reach the thumb out to the side. And I almost imagine that that thumb that's reaching out to the side starts here, right across the collarbone, over the shoulder, so that as I push my thumb out to the side, I'm really opening the whole chest forward. So the thumb is out to the side. I'm going to imagine my chest starts opening through my thumbs. I pull with my pinky fingers, and I return. And if you kind of keep that in mind, that the chest is opening out to the side through the thumbs, it'll help you not rotate the arm. You'll be so busy doing other things you won't have time to rotate the arm. So try that out. Let me know if that works. And bon chance. So I made a list of the exercises that I hate, and top of the list was one arm swan on the Wunda chair. I'm not a fan of swan in general, although I'm getting to like it more and more, but one arm swan on the Wunda chair is just my body's kryptonite, I think. And we'll see that a little bit later in this video. And then also leg springs in the air.